Maybe I'll never make it. Maybe the dreams, the goals that I set for myself, they'll never happen. Maybe all this work, all this focus, this grind, the time, maybe none of it is worth it. Maybe I'll do all this and at the end of the day, I'll still be average, I'll still be normal. See, I think that's something a lot of us tell ourselves on the daily, the weekly, the monthly, the yearly. When we don't think things are going to happen for us because they don't happen on the specific timeline that we set, we start to doubt ourselves. We start to get in this analysis paralysis. We start to, look for different paths to take to still get to where we want to get to, but in a faster way. And I think that's when we all start to crumble. That's when we start to lose faith in ourselves. But maybe it is about the journey. They say it and it's very cliche, but maybe it is about the journey and not the destination. Because once you reach the destination, you don't really have anything to talk about as much. You start talking about the fun times that you're going to have and whatnot. But in life, you always go backwards when you're talking about things. When you hook up with friends and stuff, you guys talk about what you used to do and maybe some future plans as well, but you talk about the good times. Older people, 50, 60-year-olds, talk about the good times. And maybe in this time of struggle, maybe in this time of silence and loneliness, it's the time to document your life and really continue to go hard. I get in that. This is going to be one of the realest videos. I get in that moment, in that mode, I should say. I start to think that I'm not going to make it. On my other YouTube channel, I spent 3 years building it up to 30,000 subscribers, and ever since about August of 2025, it's just been downhill since. And I just constantly see the numbers going down and down and down, no matter how much I up the quality and focus. And it burns my soul. It hurts me. But do you give up on the dream or do you keep going? And I've always preached to people that you always keep going if you feel like that you have a purpose for something. And that's why I don't give up. My first dream in life was to be a philosopher. I love learning things. I love watching different things and just picking up knowledge and learning how to articulate myself differently for different environments, different people, and getting my point across. But I soon realized that being a philosopher will probably never bring me money. So I chased different things, but I always knew that I wanted to influence by creating. I never chased money. That's the thing. And maybe never chasing money is why I am where I am now, not being exactly where I want to be. But I believe in having morals. I believe in working in purpose. I believe in giving value to the world in a way of helping people mentally, being a relatable person, but also being a source that can help them improve. I do know that money is needed to live, right? That's why I have a job. But I want to be able to influence people, and that's how I get my money. I want to be able to bring a community together, and that's how I get money. I've never been one to care about the designer, care about the super, super, super nice things. I just want to live a life of influence, and influence in the right way. You get on Twitch and you see people just cursing all the time. And I'm not saying that's bad, because I do it too. I'll be getting funny in this job. Hey, don't hold me to that high standard, like where I'm not gonna curse. But I see that there's nothing of value being added most of the time, and entertainment is value, so I can't dismiss that. But I don't see people helping their viewers. They only suck money from them and don't give back. And in life, I've learned that if you pour into people and make their cup full, hopefully that they pour back into you, and you guys can fill the bucket. And that's what life should be about. But as I'm 26 years old, life has not amounted to that for me. Life has amounted to a lot of drainage, me putting in work and things and not really seeing the fruits of my labor. But maybe the fruits of your labor do not come when you want them to come. Maybe they come when you absolutely need them. And sometimes me and sometimes you're probably like, well, dang, I need them now. I'm at rock bottom. But are you really? Are you at the bottom of the rocks, or are you just looking at the rocks? I think we think we're at the bottom of the rocks when we're standing on them, actually. We're not at rock bottom. Rock bottom is when you're beneath the rocks and you're moving the rocks out your way so your vision can be clear. But maybe you're just standing on them and you're looking down. And when you look up, it's scary. It's like the sun is blinding your eyes. You can't see anything. It's scary. And that's why I record my videos at night, because in the nighttime things are more clear. I can look up. I can look into the sky without feeling blinded, without feeling the heat, the pressure. I feel free. I feel like I can create. I feel like I can get my point across. And I feel like I can really think about the next moves in life. And this is why I say it's all about the journey. A lot of us, bro, let me talk to you real fast. I know that you want to give up. I know that you think that the world is against us and this, that, and the other. And maybe it is. But what does that give us? It doesn't give us anything. It doesn't help us go forward or anything. So the mindset you have to be in is that if everything is against us, how do I make everything for me? How do I make everything that is against me be for me? There's a yin and a yang to life. So you always have to figure out your advantages. You always have to figure out how you can make the cards work in your favor. The thing is, you're never out. You might be down, but you're never out. As long as you're alive, the game is still here to be played. The game is still here to be conquered. And whether you want to conquer that alone and be selfish, or you want to conquer it with a community of people, or you want to conquer it with a community of people and grow together. You know how dope it would be to meet up with 100 of y'all and we all go kick it, we all do a vacation together and build community and share different skill sets, share different mindsets amongst one another. That's what life is about, and that's what I've always wanted. That's why I fell in love with philosophy, because I believe philosophy is a way of influencing people in a positive way through the mindset, through the way you think. Not just getting on Instagram and posting pictures and thinking it's value. Not just getting on here jumping up and down thinking it's value. It might be entertainment value, but how far does entertainment value go? We see what it has led this life to. It's led to AI slop. You get all over these channels and it's AI this, AI that, and da-da-da-da. It's slop, but it's entertainment, right? But look at the youth. The youth is not where they should be. The youth is not going down the right path due to the AI slop. The ones that refrain from that and are stronger, then kudos to them. Kudos to them. Sorry for the mic pop. But, everything is about the journey. When you're struggling, you have to remember that there's only one thing you can do. Well, I guess there's two. You can give up and just say, oh, why me? The world's against me. Or you can strive to go forward. Because at the end of the day, I've said this in one of my videos and I'll always say it. There's always somebody that you have to be better for. And there's always somebody you have to be better than. And when I say being better than them, I'm talking about people that are negative. I'm talking about people that do harsh things in life. You have to be better than them. And the people that you need to be there for is the youth that looks up to you, your family, your friends, your kids if you have some, your nieces, your nephews, your mom, your dad. You have to be there for them. So are you just going to quit when things get tough? Or are you going to enjoy the journey, take the battle scars of the journey, and say, maybe one day I'll make it. And if that day doesn't come, at least I tried. See, we fall in love with success because everybody's judged by success. You're judged by the car you drive, you're judged by the job you work, and you're judged by where you live. And that will put you in a trap of, let me just get this fine and dandy job and I'll just do this rest of my life. And I don't think that's a bad thing because it sets you up financially. It sets you up to be secure as you get older. And I wish that my mind worked like that. I wish my mind thought that, but it doesn't. I want to be secure. I want to be good financially as I grow older. And that's why I'm very, I'm a minimalist. But the thing is, working that corporate job and doing that for 50 years and just retiring, it doesn't sound like a purposeful life to me. Purpose to me is influencing. So sorry I'm saying a lot. I know that's not the correct way to there it is. That's not the correct way to get my points across. And I'm working on that. But the journey is for all of us, and the journey will always be the thing that you look back on, the thing that you appreciate the most. Those battle scars, they're scars for a reason, because they were once open wounds that hurt you deeply, but then they scabbed over as you stopped looking at them and you looked at the path that you need to take. And then one day they turned into a scar that faded into your skin because you got past it. That is what life is about. But you'll always have that mark on your arm, that mark on your chest, that mark on your face, wherever it is, wherever the scar hit you the most. Maybe it's on your heart. You will always have that scar to remind you of the journey. Maybe I won't ever make it. Maybe I'll die and my life won't amount to anything. But at least I put my thoughts out there to the world. At least I tried to build a community. At least I tried to push myself at the end of the day. You know? And that's all it's about. I don't like to live in a world where I sit in my thoughts and think everything is against me. I don't want to think everything's against me. I don't want to think that there's nothing I can do and that the world is just going to crash and that you might as well just brain rot. You might as well just beat off, just jack off, watch porn and do all these different things in life. I don't think that's the life that you should live. I don't think you should consume negativity all day and just say, you know what, this is what life is. I don't think that's right. You know, in my last video, I talked about it. You need to get your body right. You need to get your mental right. And you need to get, somebody called me, sorry. You need to get your body right. You need to get your mental right. And you need to get your finances right. All these things matter. All these things matter. You can't just have one. You need all of them. And maybe that's why you haven't made it yet. Because you might max out one thing or, work on one thing, but you neglect the others. And then you get mad that you don't have the life that you wanted when all you did was work on one thing in life. See, imagine there's a red carpet that you get to walk on. That red carpet is not for you yet. Because what if you walk on that red carpet with all the money, but your body's not right? The photos come out bad. What if you walk out on that red carpet and the body is right, but then when you get to the end to pay for the photos, you don't have the money? What if you get on that red carpet and you have the money to pay, the body is right, but when people start saying rude comments about you and this, that, and the other, or bumping into you, you lash out. You lose control of your emotions. See, your mindset isn't right. But what happens when they roll out that red carpet and your body's right, skin, all that, your mind is right and your money's right? Nothing bothers you when you're on that red carpet. You can pay for the pictures and you can look good in them. Maybe that's what the universe wants you to be in, that type of state. Maybe that's what the universe wants. And each time you quit on yourself, each time you reject it, you don't get that red carpet. You need to focus on the journey. You need to. You're so focused at the end destination, but you don't even know what the end destination should be. You don't even know what the end destination would be. Take this for an example. You get on TikTok and you see those parents that are famous because their kids are recording them, but these parents were never famous. These parents were never viral. Those parents never knew when they were 22, 23, 25, 26, 27 that they would be internet sensations and be able to make money off the internet. They never knew that. But they just stayed in their purpose, stayed in their journey. Their purpose was to be a parent, was to provide for kids and grow up and teach them ways of living. And at the end of the day, look at the present that they got. They're viral now. They get to make money on social media. They might not have to work their job. Things like that. That's why I say enjoy the journey. Focus on the journey. Because the journey is the thing that will get you there. And before I end this video, I want to highlight something. I was just on my YouTube homepage the other day, and I watch a lot of YouTubers. I watch when I'm working out, when I'm making videos on my other channel, I listen to YouTube sometimes. And there's this YouTuber called Radrussian. And he used my video thumbnail at the end of his video as he was downplaying all the other COD YouTubers, I guess, and saying, oh, he's mad that he didn't that he used COD gameplay because now he's stuck in this area where people only talk negative and da-da-da. And he didn't even watch my video. He just put it in there to get more visual cues of YouTubers. And those of you that have been over here, you know that we don't just talk negative. We talk about realistic things about life and how to improve, and that we can't be stuck in a bad cycle. And for him to go against every YouTuber like that and say that everybody's negative and this is what's wrong with the internet, I got one thing to say. Fuck you. Fuck you. Because instead of seeing that people, and he's saying that everybody's incels and all that, fuck you. Because instead of seeing if those people really are down or actually watching their videos and seeing the content they put, you decided to go at all these YouTubers, including me and probably 5, 6, 7 more of them, and call them names and talk out of context of maybe what some people's videos are about. Now, I can only speak for me because you didn't watch my video. You just put my thumbnail in there. That is what's wrong with community nowadays. You can see somebody complaining about their situation as in, oh, they're broke, oh, they're this, they're that, they're sad, they're lonely, and them highlighting it. And you decide to put them down rather than uplift them. You decide to make fun of them and make a video over them instead of uplift them, or just turn the blind eye and focus on yourself. This is what's wrong. You said that people making those videos about the world and America being this and men being lonely is a bad thing. Maybe you're the problem. So if you see this video, I hope you get to this point and realize, I hope you do better. I hope you influence people to be better. I hope you don't just talk down on people who highlight the struggles of men every day, the average American, the average guy all over the world. Men are struggling. Men are committing suicide. And you choose to say that people are making these videos just for virality. And even if they are, is it not right to get the point across that men need help? Is it not right to get the point across that men are killing themselves? I think it's right. I think it's right to say that we're lonely. I think it's right to say that the economy's crashing, that it's hard to make it. I think it's right to say that. Because let's check the stats, man. Not everybody's rich. Not everybody's a software engineer, bro. You know how, y'all get on YouTube and everybody's somehow a software engineer. Not everybody's a software engineer. Not everybody's rich. Not everybody's wealthy. Okay? So maybe that really is the norm for the average guy. Now, we need to highlight that we cannot be stuck in downtimes, that we have to elevate our mindset and we have to work hard to get out of what we're in. No matter how much we hate working hard, whatever, you have to. And you have to be positive throughout the journey. But I hate when people talk down on people and send shots at people rather than just helping them. Or if you don't have anything, productive to say about it, just do what you do and stay in your lane. You don't have to make COD. You said you, oh, I hate that I use COD. You don't have to use COD gameplay. No one forcing you to. Why are you doing it? Because you want virality? Because you want clicks? See how dumb that sounds? Oh, you're doing COD gameplays because you're doing COD gameplays because you love it. Maybe because it's realistic that people like watching COD. Maybe people relate to COD. See, I'm not going to throw a shot at you. And you might be older than me. Take some of this wisdom. Don't throw shots at people just because you might be better, just because you don't feel the same way as them. You never know how someone feels. You never know what everybody's going through. And maybe those videos get lots of views because lots of people are going through it. It's fine to be funny. It's fine to have comedy. You go through my channel, I got a lot of comedy on here. Got a lot of funny things. Trust me. We can get in that bag and I'm gonna have a lot more funny videos. But there comes a time and a place where it's not always about entertainment. It's about teaching, helping, and growing. And that's what I'm here for. So I'll mix in the entertainment, but the end goal is to help everybody mentally. So I hope your channel continues to grow. I hope that you continue to grow, and I hope every COD YouTuber and every commentary YouTuber grows. I hope I'm not stuck to just COD content in the background. Hopefully I can put other things too. But for now, this is where we're at, and I love everybody. I hope everybody makes it, and I hope everybody switches out of a dark mindset into a mindset of, this is the journey, and I'm gonna love the journey no matter what. I wish many blessings over you all. I hope that you all win in life, even if I don't win. Because if I can influence one person from my videos to change their life around, that would mean the world to me. Because in the year 2023 and in the year 2024, I promised myself that I would kill myself at the end of both of those years. Somehow, some way, I'm still here. And it's from looking at the journey and being positive that I'll create a light. And I don't have to wait to get to the end of the tunnel, because I could light my own fire and I could shine forever.